All right, here we are. Another conversation with Glenn about to happen. Tiffany Siegel here, along Dan Andros, and of course Glenn Beck. And
Hi, viewer at home.
Your television friend.
You might recognize me from my many appearances on television and radio.
Right. I'm Mr. Rogers. Can't you tell by my sweater?
Now don't make fun of this.
I'm
I
not
wear
gonna
this
make fun
once
of
a
it, no.
year. This is my ugly Christmas sweater. This is great.
It feels
It is-
like a little shrunken. Do you know what I mean?
Well,
It's a little
or
short.
Maybe somebody got a little more round. Yeah.
but yeah, I mean, knitting these things, it's an underrated art. It really
It
is.
is.
Have you ever actually
Can I
watched
tell you
someone
something?
do it? It's
This lady took like 2 years to make this because she had to go through like several surgeries, her eye surgeries. She's this little old lady in Southern California. And she made this for me, and I just love it. I just love it. And, you know, it's so funny. As I put this on today, and I don't know I mean, people will send us stuff all the time, but the stuff people hand make, we keep.
Yeah.
And, like, we love, when people send us quilts, we love them. Love them. We keep them up at the ranch, and especially in the winter, everybody's bundled up on all these quilts that are all homemade, and we just love them. Just love them. So thank you. If you ever send us something, know that we do keep it. We
yeah. And
love
don't
it.
worry about Glenn thinking it's an ugly sweater, because that's, I mean, the stuff he regularly wears is ugly enough as it is. But
How did this turn?
I mean,
How did?
I'm just saying. So we've got an Uno update here. We introduced you to
Sad
Uno last time.
update. Sad Uno update.
What's going on with the big guy?
He's like peed in the building like several times, and like I've never had a dog pee in the house. You know, they're super well trained, but he's not peeing like he's not like I've got to go to the bathroom.
Right.
He's peeing like I'll call him and he'll pee.
So he's scared of you, is what you're saying?
He's scared. He's afraid of everything. He's afraid of the floors in the studio because it's all black, and so he's like stepping on them weird. He's walked into some of the glass walls a couple of times, and I called the trainers last night, and I'm like, okay, what is the deal? And I described what was going on, and they're like, he's lost his mojo. And he's gone from this dog who was, you know, like eating people to, I don't know what this is. I'm surrounded. He's never been around so many people before.
Are they saying that he's gonna like adjust to it?
Yeah, he has to. They're like, you have to keep him within 6 feet of you for the first month. Don't let him go
Saying
anyplace
he'll get the
else. He's
anxiety
got-
or something.
Yeah, he's got a bond, and I've got to become his pack, so he's got to stay within 6 feet of me. So he's like with me all the time, but he's like peeing everywhere. And then I have to go out. I'm supposed to play with him, and I'm supposed to work hard with him every day, so he gets his mojo back. They actually said, if there's people that you don't like, give him the code word, key him up a little bit. And I'm like, I don't work with
That's-
anybody I don't like, and I
plus
don't know if I should.
Not sure if that's the message you want to
Yeah,
send
but-
to the employees. Why is your
Yeah.
dog? Why are you yelling
Why are
German
you-
commands and your dog seems to be frothing at the mouth here?
I think, and now that I've said it out loud, I think that's a problem. They're gonna
That's
be
a
like, how come Glenn always whispers something in the dog's ear every time I come by? You might want to pack a box.
Yeah.
Will he be joining us this evening at our company Christmas party?
No.
Oh, that's gonna break the 6-foot rule. What are you-
Seriously.
No, this is the really sad part. I hate this part.
Yeah.
He has to either be 6 feet away or he has to be in a crate for like the first 30 days.
Poor-
I'm like,
no wonder he lost his mojo.
Yeah.
I know. They actually, I felt really bad because we had a crate. Only Ella. You know, these big, huge plastic crates are huge. And you put him in there, and they like it in there. He goes in voluntarily. He likes it because they have that small enclosed place, and that's like, that's my house, you know? You don't crawl into there. Ella, we had to get her, and I'm not kidding you, a steel crate. She broke her teeth.
Oh
She
my
actually
gosh.
got out of a steel crate. She's like Houdini dog. It was amazing.
Maybe he could just borrow some mojo from Ella.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like she's got plenty.
It's funny though, he'll get it back. He'll
Yeah.
get
Oh
it
yeah.
So are you excited? We know how much you love parties.
Oh yeah.
back. Shut up.
So we were wondering if you were looking forward to the big company party.
My wife will not let me go to a movie. I was like,
What do you mean go to a movie?
I was
Like
thinking
in
about,
lieu
I
of
was
the
like,
party?
Instead of the
No, I was like, we could leave at like 9. Everybody could have fun. We'll go to a movie. And she's like, It's our party. We're
So
not leaving early.
speaking of that, you have this habit we've noticed at parties of ghosting. Ghosting is when you just leave a party without saying goodbye. It's like a ghost.
Like just all of a sudden everyone's like, where'd Glenn go? And then,
And people are on to you. We just wanted you to know that.
yeah.
But that's a good thing, don't you think?
To ghost?
Look, I don't need
Could
to
be, but-
nobody wants me at the party anyway. Let's be honest, nobody wants me at the party.
It's probably true.
Yeah,
Right, fair.
I mean, it's a party. You want to drink. I'm an alcoholic Mormon boss. Who wants that guy hanging around?
That's a valid point.
Yeah,
That is a valid point.
and I know because I talk to the guys up in New York, and the party changes when I leave. Because up in New York, I usually will leave the party and get on a plane and then come back home.
Right.
And so I leave, and everybody has told me, the fun starts when you leave, Glenn.
Right, because there's like a code word that everyone remembers. Like the eagle has flown the coop.
That's right,
The eagle
that's
has
right.
flown the coop. It's time to.
When I ghost, everybody's like, he's gone, yay!
So we were
had
going to
one
ask
other-
about Christmas.
Yeah, we had one other question for you, which
Yeah.
is, it's Christmas. We were curious on some of your best and worst gifts that you've gotten. We know you love ugly sweaters.
Especially now too, because it's like, what do you get the man that has everything? 'Cause
Yeah.
I remember back in the early days when we would have the Christmas party at your house, and it was like me, you, and Stu, and Lisa, and we would just sit there and exchange gifts, and it was just like, what do we? What do
am
we
not
get,
hard to buy
Glenn?
You're very gracious. I think
You
even
are,
when
yeah.
you don't like something, you're really nice about it. So we were just curious.
Like, how do you know? How do you know that I've not liked stuff?
I saw
It
somebody
ends up in the prop room back there.
get you a.
Don't describe
Okay,
it.
forget it. I just know that you got something that I don't think was something you would have picked for yourself, and you were very gracious about it, and I thought that was cool.
Well, it means something to them. And I have this weird thing about like the Christmas sweater in that book that when somebody gives you something and they really thought it through and they really like it, it's really, really super hard for me to get rid of it because I know that they loved it. They
So,
really
so
thought
let's
about
make it a positive. What's one of the best gifts you've gotten? That's fair. From anyone.
it. How about I go this way? How about if because I can't think of that. How about if I do this?
Been so many, I just can't.
Here's
They're
what-
all great.
Here's the gift that what I've always wanted to do. I've always wanted to get one of those really hideous. Have you ever seen those? An apology if you have one of these in your house, but those they're like made out of some sort of metal or tin, and they're like these really gaudy Last Supper depictions. Have you ever seen that?
I'm a Jew. No, I've seen
Yeah.
none
Okay.
of these things. Continue.
Well, they were all Jewish. Anyway, so it's like this huge, Last Supper, or anything really hideously gaudy, overly religious, just like nobody's gonna hang that in the house.
Right.
And I've always wanted to get one, like an antique one, and then wrap it up and then give it to somebody and say, this was my mother's or my grandfather's. And it's always broken my heart because I love him so much that I've never been able to hang it because it just makes me weepy.
Sure.
But I wanted you to have it because I thought you would be perfect for this. But it has to be somebody that you're close enough to that you're over to their house.
Right, so you could
enough.
check it.
So you could walk into their
Because
house.
like we have to hang it because he's going to be over.
Hand it to us. And you have to really be, I'd have to cut onions up before I go to it. I'd have to have like a bag of onions
Yeah.
or something that I could just put my face into so I could really get weepy when they open it and just really go for it and then not tell them for about 2 years.
I like this. So let's
Solid,
get
yeah.
let's.
That's stylish.
I think we present it to Pat at the Christmas party.
Oh yeah.
We're
That,
gonna do that.
that's really good stuff.
Yeah.
You gotta we just have to find something really hideous that could be sentimental and then find the right person to give it to.
I need that sweater.
yeah. You're a good person to sell it though, because you can always put it. You're obviously great at putting stories to things, so you could come.
I'm not, because I get so.
You want to laugh too soon?
I want to laugh
Yeah,
too soon.
Yeah.
I want to laugh too soon.
Yeah.
All right, well, we'll do it. Well, Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah.
You've got to. If anybody does that, if you do that, you have to tape it and send it to us.
I like that. I like that idea. And it looks like Udo's on his way to get his
Udo's
mojo back.
mojo.
So